Did you know that you can improve your imagination by practicing it? Did you ever want to go inside the fantasy world of a book, or travel the world but don't have the time or money for it? Are there places you want to visit, even if those places exist only in fiction books? There is a way. There is something you can do to experience any adventure you want. You can experience anything you wish without limitations. The question is, are you ready to remove those limitations and learn who you really are? I can teach you to control your senses and shift your perception completely. You have the choice to experience whatever you want, whenever you want. There are plenty of tutorials on how to do this, but none of them are actually complete. It's not easy, but I know what works. My methods have received a very positive feedback even from people who have tried to learn this for a long time. Random people have been reaching out asking for guidance on how to control and shift their perception. Anyone can learn to do this. All it takes a brain and a lot of practice. I've been studying visualization and perception control obsessively for years. I've read just about every tutorial. I've always been interested in these topics: lucid dreaming, visualization, astral travel, and so on, because no matter how hard I work, no money in the world would ever buy the experiences I wanted to have. So when I discovered I could practice visualization to the point that I could even override my vision, I started working relentlessly until I got there. Initially, when I started, I couldn't see anything in my mind's eye. I even thought it was impossible. None of the tutorials I've read were complete. There was always something missing from them, or they would only take me a little bit further, but never reaching the initial goal I had. There were also many moments when there just wasn't any information on it, and I just learned through hours of practice and taking notes from what worked and why. Thankfully, you don't have to go through the same thing. The problem with learning visualization is that it takes time and effort looking for small crumbs of information that are scattered among different places, and not all of it is correct. From online tutorials to very old books from forgotten religions, there's a lot to know and the information is all over the place. There are also a lot of mistakes you can make along the way, and waste your time on a dead end. This could save you of a lot of little headaches. There are a few people who can do this naturally from childhood, but most of them can't explain very well how they do it in a way that can be replicated by anyone. Mostly because they don't know what it's like to not have this ability, so they can't explain how to develop it to someone who doesn't have it. This tutorial is my solution to this, the result of years of studying and countless hours of practice. It's all here. This tutorial includes everything you need to begin controlling your perception. You will receive very specific instructions on how to progress on each stage, starting from basic meditation techniques to completely overriding your vision. Don't wait until next year. Speaking from my personal experience, the older you are, the harder it will be for you to learn this. I wish someone told me this when I was younger. If you wish to learn this, start now and stop wasting time. Many people ask, what if I can't visualize? The answer is that it doesn't matter if your imagination is very weak. These are very detailed instructions on how to develop it.